Well, it's been a bit too long. So, suffice to say, during like the months and months gap between like the last food and fitness video, I've had some catching up to do, and to be honest, I haven't done that well. Towards the end of last year, just a series of things kind of happened. One of the big developments, which I previously hinted at, was I started keto. Oh, this is not going to work. The light is right above my head, and I kind of have a halo flare effect. I'm going to move. Well, that's slightly better. Anyway, what I was saying is, like, months and months back, I decided I would try the keto diet just because it was recommended by so many people I follow online and such. So I did what I usually do. I kind of jumped head first, did a little bit of research, but I thought like I would start by getting off some books. And I don't know if anyone else finds this with like when you start new diets and stuff, especially stuff like keto or other specialized diets, which might seem to be a bit of a fad, but you kind of throw yourself full of it and just like buy all the stuff. So I did throw myself into keto for a while. I kind of learned after a few months though that some of the best stuff, now there are decent recipes recommended in these books, but I wouldn't say they're all particularly great or that handy to do in a hurry. Especially if you do want to like batch make and like get stuff done fast. Actually, I'd say this one's fairly decent for some of that because there is like slow cooker and like one pot meals. But I found that like the further I went on with keto, I found it quite difficult to begin with, just because of like trying to raise the fat. I was eating a lot of like my regular foods, but just adding fat to it. Now, people like Melanie Mack may be able just to eat a lot of butter to supplement their diet. I found when I did that after a while, like I was just adding additional butter onto like my keto pancakes and stuff, that it just really wasn't working. It was kind of making me feel really sick. I don't know, just something about eating clumps of butter I can't do, even though I can eat a lot of butter like in sandwiches and stuff. And I found like I just couldn't quite get the macros right for a while. At some point, I don't know, it just sort of clicked. I just started making my own recipes. Again, you know, like basically adapting dishes that I do already, like, instead of pasta bakes, I would use like cauliflower, broccoli, that sort of stuff. I would make similar things to that. To do like mince. Popular thing I've kind of found with myself anyway is making like keto chili. I just found basically if I just made my own recipes but made them to like the needed macros, that I kind of do better if I just kind of make up my own food. Though, you know, as I said, there's still some good stuff in here. It's just I honestly don't follow the recipes as strictly as I found, and I don't know if that's just one big obstacle for people starting diets like keto. It's like you can't find recipes, but I think it takes a while to just kind of learn to adapt yourself and do your own thing. So there has been a bit of a gap. I did actually record quite a bit of footage of me doing the keto stuff, as well as like the running stuff, which I have posted on here. At some point though, I just seem to lose motivation. I don't know, it was like it might have been work getting busy. Went through a couple of like personal ups and downs, like nothing too big, but you know, just stuff like I had to deal with. And I just kind of started falling off the diet a bit as well, and I just, when I was like that, I didn't really want to record and didn't want to upload stuff, and I just got myself in a right rut. I started putting on the pounds again, well, the kilograms as I usually count them. And then we got to about December time, and this was probably my worst month, because I know a lot of people put on weight during the holidays, but this was especially bad, because right at the beginning of December, I got quite sick. And it's to the point where I couldn't keep food down for a while, and the only things I could keep down were like really bland foods. So I ended up pretty much breaking the keto thing and ate like, I was just eating bread and crackers for a little bit, and then I kind of developed a taste and fell into the trap again of having those. So for December I was eating a lot of bread and a lot of carbohydrates, and I haven't quite explained it because I'm not an expert, but if you don't know, the whole idea of keto is you just kind of adjust the way you eat and like the percentage of your macronutrients. Like for example, for keto, there's some variation on this, but the one I generally follow is try and make about 70% of your consumed nutrition fats, about 20% of it protein, and about 10% carbs. Like, you have to keep your carbs really low. That's one of the main things. Reason for that is, you probably know already, is it's just to get your body kind of trained and used to burning the fat that you intake and the fat that you already have in you, rather than go with the carbohydrates, because carbohydrates are like just an easy energy source. And one thing I have found, since I have kind of adjusted the way I eat, is we, especially in the Western world, seem to eat way too many carbohydrates, like way more than needed. Like, even if I wasn't doing keto, and I don't necessarily plan on doing keto forever, but even when I won't do that in future, I think I am just going to generally stick to a low carb diet. And one of the general numbers in keto is to try and keep it less than 50 grams a day. So that's what I've been doing. Of course, I wasn't doing that for December because I was eating a load of bread and crackers. And honestly, that coupled with just kind of giving up and having takeaway food again, which I didn't do for a while. And then Christmas, of course, indulging on that, having chocolate, which I don't often have, just lots of potatoes. Turns out on the 28th of December, when I eventually did gather the courage to weigh myself again, I had put on 10 kilograms of weight since late November. So yeah, I was very keen to start changing there then. I didn't go into it straight away. I did sort of have a gradual cut down in the last few days of December, and then, even though I've said previously to people that I don't really believe New Year's resolutions and you should just make a change at any time, I decided New Year would be a good thing to stop. Yeah, come 1st of January, I decided to jump right back into it again. After spending some time with my girlfriends on New Year's Eve, her leaving for work early, I stayed at hers a little bit longer just to catch some sleep. I left something at her house just to see if it would scare her. I basically filled a onesie with some of her soft toys and forgot about it. I don't think it did scare her because a week later, when she actually did see it, I got an amusing message. Come New Year's, I decided to run 10 kilometers to my house and then get on with the healthy living again. And it's not quite organized, but I started keeping logs again, daily logs, just to keep myself on target. So here we are with those. All right, so this is just after 1:20. This is Sunday, the 1st of January, 2023. And we're doing the resolution thing. I haven't weighed myself today because I actually spent last night at my partner's place, which I don't usually go to. They tend to spend a lot of their time here, but they're at work early in the day. So I thought I would go over there last night, and I made us both a steak dinner, which was really nice. But you can probably see there was some potatoes there, and it's one of the things I can't do when I'm back on keto. And I'm very committed to be back on keto because I did have success with it. It's just, so today got up at my girlfriend's place. I did run, did a little bit extra as well. So I've done 10 kilometers today. Not been back that long actually, so I'm still in my like pretty sweaty clothes, and I feel kind of gross, and it was really, really muddy, the trails I was running. I've had another pack of olives. I had some Diet Coke, which I am thinking about cutting out as well, but I just felt like I needed something right now. I'm going to see if I can just have no more the rest of the day, because it does have a bit of an addictive quality. I have also been at my corner shop, which is open limited hours, to get a few things, some sausages and some other stuff I'm going to like eat today. I also picked up these, which I've ate. I do kind of need to cut down on crisps, because if you know even a little bit about the nutrition of value of these, crisps are absolutely fucking loaded with carbohydrates. And it's hard because they're actually my favorite snack food, but to be fair, that's probably why I'm as big as I am. Like in this bag alone, there's about 18 grams of carbohydrates, which is nearly half of the carbohydrates I'm kind of supposed to eat. So yeah, it's going to be difficult. I am going to maybe limit myself to one bag of crisps a day if I absolutely have to, just to sort of like, you know, not go completely cold turkey and drive myself even crazier. But I'm going to have to be selective, because although that 18 grams is a bit high for carbohydrates, there's other crisp brands and flavors out there which are even higher. So we'll see how I can do. But I've had that one pack of the day. That's all for me. Considering I have run 10 kilometers and I've had a bag of crisps and two little packets of olives. I desperately do need to eat more food because I'm in a massive calorie deficit. As I said, I've bought some sausages. I've got some eggs and stuff. I might honestly just make an omelet, like just a very basic omelet with a lot of meat on. Pizza omelet, as I refer to them as. Just kind of make a base out of the egg mix and then just pile like meat and cheese over the top. As a few pictures here of what I've done previously. It's pretty delicious actually, and it seemed to be quite popular with people on Instagram when they saw it. So I'll probably just have one of them now as well. I think I've got some salami in the fridge, and then later on I'll probably just have a salad as usual. Kind of got in a habit when I was last doing keto and eating quite well of just having salads on an evening. I don't know. It just seems to be a nice light way to end things. So might cook up some chicken and then like just put it in a salad, and that's all I'll have later. Anyway, it is Sunday, so in terms of my exercise sort of cycles, that is a rest day. Apart from cardio, which obviously I've done now because I would think I was actually out jogging for like almost an hour and a half. I wasn't going at a particularly fast pace because I'm also still recovering a bit from like I pulled something in my hip. I have been doing like physio for it for the past 2 weeks. I should be doing a bit more, to be honest. I'm going to do a bit more today, but yeah, I didn't want to push it too hard. Oh, that's about it. I know I'm already rambling. This has been like 5 minutes of recording, so here's to keep myself daily accountable, and I will weigh myself tomorrow and see where I am. I'm not optimistic, but we'll see. Anyway, I have run myself a nice hot bath just to get my muscles relaxed, and then I'm gonna get on with food and things. So see you tomorrow. Alright, I haven't actually been in the bath yet. I've got it filled, but it's a bit hot, so I'm letting it cool down. So I thought I would have the pizza omelette now. So yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about. To be honest, the ones with salami and other meats on I've made look a bit more pizza-like, but this is the general idea. I've got like a mix of cheeses, sausage on top, and so started off cooking it in the pan and then finished it off on the grill. So pretty good, infinitely customizable, and like if you need to make a meal in a hurry, I just find this is just such an easy one to throw together. Nutrition content wise, this particular one with the ingredients I've measured, it's about 671 calories, 57.5 grams of fat, 36.4 grams of protein, and 2 carbs for this whole thing. And this is quite filling. So I'm gonna go eat this now and then get myself washed, relaxed, and do my physio and finish cleaning up the place after Christmas. I did take down the decorations yesterday, but I need to do a bit more. Anyway, time to eat. Alright, Monday, January the 2nd. I did weigh myself this morning. I am 96.2 kilograms, which is awful, because if you remember months and months back, if you were following my videos then, I was lighter. But that's why we're back on things now. I haven't done any exercises yet. I am up a bit later than planned, but it's a day off, which is also why I decided to make myself a big-ish breakfast. I do have some like other breakfasts planned for the rest of the week, which are a bit quicker, but I'm up early, so I thought I'd cook for myself. Cheese, egg, bacon, and oil comes to 545 calories, 44.9 grams of fat, 35.82 grams of protein, and just absolute trace amounts of carbohydrates. There's actually barely any carbs in any of these ingredients, so I put it down as like 1 or 2 carbs maybe. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. It's a bit heavier than probably my usual breakfasts. I'm cooking other breakfasts right now as well. Once I've ate this, I'll do a little bit of stretching, and then I think I'll start my weights, and then do a quick jog, and then we'll see what else I do today. Oh, I should probably point out, I'm still trying to maintain a 15,000 step target, which I honestly make most days, so it's not too difficult. It's just the food. It's the food we've got to keep an eye on. Right, so this is a bit more pizza-like for a pizza omelette. So having this for lunch today, it's got feta cheese, eggs, cheddar, salami, oil. In fact, that's just all the ingredients there, pretty much. I've kind of got like bacon grease oil here, just leftovers from this morning's breakfast. This comes to about 691 calories, 62 grams of fat, 32.1 grams of protein, and 1.5 carbs. So very good keto-wise. Quite filling. I have overeaten a bit today. I remember when I said I was going to limit myself to 1 bag of crisps a day. I kind of had 2, though as long as I eat decently later on today, I'm still kind of within my limits. But yes, it's always best just to have 1 bag, if any. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this and then see if there's any shops open. I don't know if there is today, with it being like a weird sort of bank holiday, but I'll have a look. I need to get my steps in anyway. I've got about nearly half my steps done anyway, just like in the house and doing stuff on the spot as well. I also do need to do my weights and go jogging, so I best get on with that. So, in all honesty, once again, I haven't done great on food, though I'm still actually within a deficit, like less than, I think I've just done just a little bit under 2,400 calories. I will calculate it in total and the rest of my nutrition as well and keep a log of that. See what we're having tomorrow. So, tomorrow is in theory going to be easier to stay on target because I'll be at work, so everything I'll be eating is stuff I have to prepare now. I'm not having two, I'm just having one. Obviously, I'm just preparing ahead of time. Breakfast, I got yogurt, walnuts, chia seeds, blueberry. All right, finally did nutrition. So the yogurt breakfast is coming to 334 calories, 27 grams of fat, 10.1 grams of protein, and 10.5 grams of carb. So maybe a little bit carb heavy, but rest of the day should hopefully even out a bit. Got this, which although I have not been eating great in December at all, I did still prepare quite a bit of food November, December, which I just frozen. This is a high-fat keto chili. So I'm just going to leave that out to defrost overnight and take it with me tomorrow. The value of this is 422 calories, 33.6 grams of fat, 24.9 grams of protein, and 12.3 carbs. A little bit after sort of as a later day snack, I've got this, which is basically a creamy peanut butter and chocolate pot. Also made a few of these, froze them, have not defrosted. That's 292 calories, 23.5 grams of fat, 11.3 grams of protein, and 6.9 grams of carbohydrates. So yeah, still within the target, and then that just leaves my evening meal and maybe another snack perhaps, which I can, cater to keep it under the carb count and just make up the rest of nutrition. But this is what I'm having for most of the day, and then, maybe have a nice big salad later on. But quite substantial, quite satisfying, I hope. We'll see how I do tomorrow. All right, it's 3rd of January. Got out, did my run before doing much other stuff. It was a very slow and steady run though, because you can probably see it's quite frosty and icy, so wouldn't go in too fast just for the slip hazards. Anyway, let's get in, weigh, wash, and get ready for work. Alright, 95 kilograms, so quite a bit lighter than yesterday, possibly just water weight or something. Anyway, I don't have a whole lot of time, so I need to quickly shower. Got my food already prepared. I'll have breakfast at work. Let's get going. Did my weights yesterday, so apart from the cardio that I've just done, no real other exercise today, apart from just stretching and things and step count. Alright, gonna have some of this microwave chili for lunch. Alright, back now. I was needing to pick up some chicken thighs to cook, but on the way home I popped into a shop. They actually had some of the hot food already there, and there was some chicken thighs, Chinese style, in clearance. So I got a bag of those, and all I've done, I've just put them in like the grill and added a bit of cheese on. I've had a couple of meat slices that were also in the clearance there as well as a baby bell, just to, I don't know what I've eaten today already. And unfortunately, I'm actually a little bit above my ratios. I'm still within I think I'm still less than 2,200 calories, which is fine if I stop now. Unfortunately, I'm on about 55 grams of carbs because I actually didn't realize how many carbs was in some of the stuff I ate. So yeah, I'm a little bit high on that today. And I think my fat ratio is 67, which isn't great. It should be around 70. I'm not going to overeat though, and I'm not going to worry too much about it. It's done now. I'm just not going to eat anything else for the rest of the day. But this little thing here, since I did buy it from the hot deli counter, I've had to do just really kind of rough calculations to how much this is. Basically, I looked up a similar item which did have the full calculations on there. It wasn't the Chinese style chicken. What this was, I forgot what it was. It might be the hot or the barbecue or something. But anyway, I basically took those numbers because they didn't seem to have one for the Chinese style chicken. So Approximately this, including the cheese, these two thighs, comes to 661 calories, 444.3 grams of fat, 56.5 grams of protein, and 8 carbs. I'm guessing it's just all the sauce stuff. Approximate, but we'll go with that. Anyway, not going to worry too much about it. Being a little bit off today, I'll have to amend what I eat tomorrow and do a bit better, but yeah, this is my food for the day. Alright, minor food confession time. After that, I have had a little bit more cheese because I also picked up some apricot Wensleydale in the clearance and some Baby Bells while I was there. So I've had like another Baby Bell and a 30-gram piece of Wensleydale. So that brings up my calories to like 2,337-ish. 67% fat. Yeah, ratios aren't great, but again, just do better tomorrow. Although those calories are a little higher than I would perhaps like, they're still like, I'm still in like burning territory because I have to like eat quite a bit more to sort of make up for the energy expended today. But still, do better tomorrow. And no more cheese, at least not at this time.